Your heart is an incredible organ, beating about 100,000 times a day to keep you alive and well. But sometimes, it tries to tell you something is wrong in ways you might not expect. Today, we'll talk about 8 subtle signs that your heart might need a little extra care. These signs can be easy to miss, but knowing them could make all the difference. So, let's dive in. First, let's talk about something simple, your grip strength. Have you noticed it's harder to hold on to things like a shopping bag, a milk carton, or even your favorite mug? This could be a clue that your heart isn't pumping blood as efficiently as it should. You might not think much of it at first, but when it happens often, it's worth paying attention to. Then there's the pain we often brush off as indigestion. Imagine feeling a burning sensation in your chest, especially after exercising. While it might seem like a big meal is to blame, it could actually be your heart signaling a problem. If the pain goes away when you rest, that's a red flag you shouldn't ignore. Next, have you ever felt a choking sensation in your throat, almost like a tightness that won't go away? This could be a sign of angina, which happens when your heart isn't getting enough blood. It's one of those feelings that might come on suddenly and leave you wondering, what's wrong? If this sounds familiar, it's time to check in with your doctor. Swollen ankles might seem like a small inconvenience, especially if you've been on your feet all day. But when your heart struggles to pump blood effectively, fluid can start to build up in your lower body. This is often a symptom of heart failure and shouldn't be taken lightly. Let's move on to something many people experience, aching calves. If you notice pain in your legs that starts during a walk and eases up when you rest, it could mean your arteries are struggling to supply blood to your muscles. This condition, called peripheral arterial disease, is more common in smokers or those with high cholesterol or blood pressure. Another sign that often catches people off guard is pain in places like your shoulders, arms, or even your jaw. This can happen because your heart's pain sometimes gets referred to other parts of your body. If you feel this kind of pain, especially during activity, it's worth getting checked out. Erectile dysfunction might seem like a completely separate issue, but it's often one of the earliest signs of heart trouble. Blood flow problems don't just affect your heart, they can impact other areas too. If this has been happening to you, don't hesitate to bring it up with your doctor. It's not just about your intimate health, it could also save your life. Finally, let's talk about your gums. Did you know that gum disease and heart disease are linked? If you notice inflamed or bleeding gums, it might be more than just a dental problem. Chronic inflammation in your mouth can increase your risk of heart issues, so don't ignore it. Taking care of your heart doesn't have to be complicated. These signs might seem small on their own, but when you notice them, it's your body's way of saying, pay attention. Regular exercise, a balanced diet, and quitting smoking are some of the best things you can do to keep your heart strong. And remember, if something doesn't feel right, it's always better to get it checked out sooner rather than later. Thank you for watching, and don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more tips on living a healthy, happy life. Take care of your heart, it's the only one you've got.